Hey, I show a lot of different types of videos, and the one I want to show today, I put it up mostly because it's an unusual example of a tree that I run into every single day, but I don't see them like this very often. So check it out and tell me what you think. All right, here's one for you. What kind of tree is this? It's 24 inches in diameter. From here to here is about 12. It's about 24 inches in diameter. It's a Japanese maple, one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. What a magnificent specimen. Foliage looks reasonably good. The client called me out here because he knows he's got a special tree and he wants to have me check it out and see what's going on. Now, one of the problems when you start looking is that you start finding, and there's all these potential what ifs. Here's where a branch was cut off a long time ago, so there's some decay in there. This is an included crotch right here with some debris down in there. What do? Do you clean it out? Does it hold water? Probably. You check for any weaknesses, but when you look at this, that is one big Japanese maple branch that has an awful lot of weight on it. Does it need a cable? I'd rather not do a cable unless you see a reason for it. Suspecting a weakness might be justification for that. Now I look over on this side. I don't see any cracks developing. Maybe. The upper canopy looks reasonable. Unfortunately, it's close to the power lines and they do a little bit of whacking on it. But wow, what a magnificent specimen. I've seen a few of them this big, but really, really rare. Boy, I tell you, I think if it was mine, I wouldn't do a cable, but I might put a support prop over here just to keep it from getting too heavy. Maybe you could do something sort of decorative and make it a feature. I hate to take off too much weight up here, but anything that you take off is going to leave a big hole in this beautiful canopy. The decisions that we make in tree care and arboriculture sometimes are best guesses. We have to make the best educated guesses what we believe a tree needs. And I'm always surprised on what a tree is capable of supporting. But we got a weakness, we got a weakness. So if I tell the client it's okay, then I'm not really doing my job. So how much weight can I get off of there by pruning? I don't believe I can get enough weight because so much of the weight on this is associated with this wood weight, and I can't remove that. So I think I'll talk to him about a prop. If I was to cable it, it would have to be from there over to something up here, and there's nothing really significant that I want to put a strain on. So I think the cable could probably be a mistake. There's an old branch right here that's decaying. That should be cut off. But in terms of pruning, I'm going to say leave it alone if you can. It survived this way for an awful long time and it seems to be hanging in there. But it certainly needs water. We're in the midst of a drought and everybody is shutting off all their water. Not only on this side, but on the other side of the fence. The neighbors have shut off their water. So when you look up in the canopy, you can see through it. Not terribly, but enough to make me a little bit concerned. So I don't know if I'm going to be a whole lot of help, but I do think that some sort of a support, maybe a Y shape 4x4 onto a post right here, just to kind of help minimize the strain on this branch. Maybe put a little bit of rubber on the back of the saddle, build a little saddle, maybe cut one out with a bandsaw to find the shape of the of the limb, so it's going to cause minimal damage to that real thin bark. But I tell you, if it rips this limb off, it's going to tear all the way down to the ground and ruin the tree. Tough decisions sometimes, tough decisions. And people are looking for me for the best advice. And sometimes I don't really know what to say. I look at everything that I can find and I give my best educated guess. In this case, it's not real clear cut.